Welcome, families, students, to Del Cassens Education Complex. Welcome to the 2020-2021 school year. Our principal is Mrs. Ellen Harden. She is the principal of Del Cassens Education Complex, Pride Academy, the Data House Hayslip Center, as well as St. Lucie County's Regional Detention Center. Mr. Jamie Alberti and Mrs. Lakeitha Jackson are the assistant principals. Who are we? We are Del Cassens. The mission at DCEC is to ensure that all students graduate from safe and caring schools, equipped with the knowledge, skills, and desire to succeed. And why do we do this? Well, that's our purpose. Our purpose is to educate each child to his or her fullest potential while maintaining a safe and nurturing environment. We can do this together because together is better. The phoenix is a long lived mythical bird that regenerates or is rebirthed. For our students, this is a perfect symbolism of a second chance, a first start, which is extremely important in the lives of our DCEC students. Students need to know that they have a future, and we must help them obtain those goals. The faculty and staff of DCEC believes that if they believe, they will achieve. The color orange radiates with warmth and happiness. The warm color gives physical energy and stimulation. The color blue is calming and it shows creativity and intelligence. It is the combination of these two colors that brings loyalty, strength, wisdom, and trust. Thus, the colors of Del Cassens is the mighty orange and blue. Del Cassens believes that all children are capable of success with no exceptions. We are a Kids at Hope school. We are a positive behavior intervention support gold medal school. We are a 2-year consecutive B rated school. Parents, we know that you have thought long and hard about the decisions that affect your child entering into this school year. The faculty and staff would like to know that we have set protocols and procedures and expectations for each child, faculty, and staff as we enter into this school year. There are documents available upon the school's website as well as St. Lucie County District's website that will guide you and help you with any questions and concerns that you may have. One part of our mission to keep everyone safe is a must. Parents, please do not send your child to school sick. To help with this, the document that you are viewing currently is a wellness checklist. This checklist is for you to use at home to guide you in the decision making as to whether you should send your child to school or not. This link is available on our school website as well as the district website. Additionally, to stop the spread of COVID, we are social distancing. All school buildings will implement these protocols. Individuals will keep a minimum of 6 feet distance from each other in the classrooms, in hallways, in walkways, and in cafeterias. All students will be trained in this protocol. Additionally, to stop the spread of COVID and to make sure that everyone is safe, there are guidelines that everyone must adhere to in regards to masks and or face coverings. The CDC guidance provides that students and staff should wear face masks while they are in school. Everyone, visitors, vendors, parents, on site counselors, employees, and students must wear a face mask in school. Some of the things to remember about your face mask: face masks must be worn at all times while in school, while on buses. The face mask should not contain any offensive words, any offensive graphics. This is included, but not limited to, any words or graphics that promote drugs, violence, alcohol, sex, or any other offensive or objectionable behavior. Masks do not need to be medical grade. Masks should always be put on prior to entering a building. Cloth coverings should not be worn if they are wet. You may have your child bring a plastic bag in which to store their mask when they are not wearing it. Please do not leave your mask lying around. Never ever swap your mask coverings with someone else. Consider writing your child's initials on the inside of the mask so that they are easily identifiable. Commercially produced and homemade face coverings are acceptable for compliance. Face coverings should not or will not be permitted if they are made of lace, mesh, or other largely porous materials. The principal and administration shall always have the final authority to determine the suitability of any face covering. Safeguards and protocol has also been established in the cafeteria areas. Students must wear their masks when they are not eating. Students are not permitted to share utensils and food. Students must sanitize their hands when they enter and when they leave the cafeteria. Hand sanitizing stations and or hand washing stations will be available in the cafeteria areas. Students must social distance at any time there is a line. The cafeteria has worked tirelessly to make sure that there is now a touchless checkout system. Students will no longer need to enter their lunch number into a keypad for their breakfasts and lunches. And the cafeteria has also provided pre-packaged meals for breakfast and lunch. The faculty, staff, and administration are going to make every effort to make sure and encourage that masks and face coverings are worn by everyone. They are a requirement for all staff and students and visitors unless social distancing can be maintained. Every attempt again will be made to ensure that the students and their families understand the importance of wearing masks. Students who refuse to wear a mask will be removed from class and may be administratively reassigned to a different learning setting. While students are on transportation, on buses, it is also mandated that students must wear a mask on the bus. DCEC has made every attempt to stagger dismissal so that students may practice social distancing as well during dismissal procedures. There are specified gates for each bus's arrival and dismissal. There will be the standard procedures for parent pickup and drop off. Students will still continue to be trained to be 6 feet apart, even in the walking and the parent pickup loops. Students must keep moving upon arrival to the designated areas. And as students dismiss from school, they are instructed to continue to move to the designated area until they are picked up, still practicing social distancing. For any information, any questions or concerns about enrolling students into school and about the virtual process, My School, or about live students that are in school and that process, please do not hesitate to call the main office at 772-468-5190. We are expecting every student to be in school. There are choices that students have made as to whether they are attending My School or they're attending school live. But students are still expected to be in school. If a student is absent, an absent note needs to be sent to Miss Charlene Grady at charlenegrady@stlucieschools.org. If you have to pick your child up early for a doctor's appointment, please call the front office ahead of time and we will arrange so that your child will be ready for you upon pickup. But remember, you will still need to bring your identification in order for your child to be dismissed on an early dismissal schedule. If you drop your child off after school starts, you can call the front office and send an email excusing the tardiness. Again, all information in regards to attendance should be emailed to Miss Charlene Grady at charlene.grady@stlucieschools.org. If you need any assistance at any time, we have a wonderful front office staff that is here to assist you. Miss Felicia Graham is the executive secretary. Miss Charlene Grady is the data specialist. You may also meet Miss Marilyn Lopez, the front office clerk at Dale Cassens main campus, and Miss Cheryl Clemens. You'll see her at Pride campus. If for any reason you have any medical concerns, any prescriptions that need to be and medication that needs to be given at school, proper forms and proper documentations need to be filled out and given to one of our health paraprofessionals. Miss Diana Stokes is at main campus, Del Cassens, and Miss Keisha Holmes is at Pride Academy. We would like you to meet our conduct counselors, Mr. John Feldman, Mrs. Kathy Perona, and Mr. Michael House. We know that graduation and success is one of the number one priorities we have within academics. To help you and your child better understand the graduation requirements, the academic requirements, Mr. Larry Moore is our school counselor, and Mrs. Wendy Nata is our graduation coach. Miss Liz Bernard is our exceptional education department chair. For a small message from Miss Liz, please click the following link. To make sure that you understand all of the policies, the procedures, the safeguards, we have linked the student handbook for the 2020-2021 school year. You may follow the directions in this link to obtain access to our student handbook. School begins every day at 9:30 a.m. and it lasts until 4 o'clock p.m. Again, face masks or face coverings are required. Students' arrival and dismissal time, where students will stay 6 feet apart from each other. We will still continue to have walkers, skateboarders, and cyclists that will be dismissed at 3:55. All students must continue to wear a mask until they are off campus or social distancing can be followed. Our system of monitoring behavior, attendance, and grades. We believe in four key principles at Dale Cassens as we follow our PBIS support model. We believe that children should be respectful. We believe that children should be responsible. We believe that children should be safe and engaged. These are our expectations in all settings around the school and the bus. There are posted descriptions of these expectations in our cafeteria, our classrooms, our offices, and hallways. Here's further information on why should I wear a mask. Again, your mask must be on at all times while on school grounds, except when you are not eating or when social distancing can be followed. Are you allowed to wear a face shield? Yes, students and staff are allowed to wear face shields, but both the face shield and the mask must be worn. Students are allowed to carry their personal hand sanitizer in their backpacks or on themselves personally. Teachers will also have hand sanitizer in each of their classrooms. The cafeteria and front office will also have hand sanitizers for students as well. It is very important to teach these policies and protocols to students to get them in the habit of hand sanitizing and washing of their hands frequently. Classrooms and computer labs will be cleaned several times a day. Your teacher may ask you to wipe down your own desk after you use it with a handy wipe. Also, if you're in the computer lab, the teacher may ask you to wipe down the keyboard and the mouse with a hand wipe when you are done using it, as to prepare the next class to use that device. Again, we are working with keeping 6 feet apart when possible. When you're walking in the hallways or in the courtyard, you need to make sure that you're 6 feet distance between you and the next person when possible. Unfortunately, this year water fountains will not be available until further notice to make sure that we keep down the spread of COVID-19 on our campus as well. So with that being said, parents, you are allowed to have your child bring a water bottle that must be kept in their backpack. Students must ask permission from their teacher or a staff member to bring it out of their backpack for that drink. Again, students will sanitize their hand upon entering the cafeteria. Breakfast and lunch will be prepackaged as to prevent contamination and touching. You will not have to enter your 5-digit lunch number In the cafeteria staff will do that for you. Cafeteria students are required to sit in spots that promote social distancing. You may remove your mask only while eating and drinking, and sharing food items or utensils will be prohibited. Students will be leaving campus per staff directions, one way hallways in and one way hallways out, while working with social distancing and staying 6 feet apart. How do I graduate on time? Make sure that you attend school regularly. Make sure that you complete all your assigned works with a grade of a C or higher. Students in grades 3 through 10 will take the FSA, the Florida Standards of Assessment, or their EOC, end of course exam. Take those tests seriously. Remember that in 10th grade, you have to pass the FSA reading and the Algebra 1 EOC to graduate. Please meet with your graduation and your guidance counselors on a regular basis. Ask your teachers for help when you don't understand something in class. Use an agenda book to write down important assignments, due dates, test dates, and to keep yourself organized. And stay positive. You can make a plan with your school counselor and or graduation coach to overcome any mistakes that have been made so that you can graduate on time. There are requirements to transition. A link to this document is also and can also be found on our school's website. Some expectations that we have in regards to dress code. Shoes must be worn with backs on them. Hats or headgears are not allowed. Cell phones must be off and out of sight. Hoods are allowed, but they should be off of a child's head at all times. And sunglasses are only to be worn by a student if they are prescribed by a doctor. And backpacks, they're not allowed. Again, with our dress code, student again must wear their mask at all times or a face covering. It must cover your nose and your mouth. Must be school appropriate. Students' tops may be any shirt in any color with sleeves and a neckline that does not reveal cleavage. The shirt does not have to be tucked in, but it does have to cover you past your hips. Long pants, shorts, and skirts must be past fingertip length, which is at least 2 inches from the knee. There should be no yoga pants or tights without a long shirt or dress over them within 2 inches of their knees. All pants, shorts, and skirts must be worn at the natural waist, which means no sagging. Dresses must be loose fitting and have sleeves. Be past the fingertip length. All sandals must have a back strap. Students may wear sneakers, boots, and dress shoes. Croc style shoes may be worn as well, but the back strap has to be around the ankle. Sweaters and jackets that have hoods must be removed from the head while on campus. Pajamas, athletic shorts, spandex, tight fitting apparel, yoga pants, tights, midriffs, flip flops, slides, or slippers. Backpacks, purses, rosary beads, flags, metal hairpicks, hats, and or bandanas are not allowed on campus or to be worn. Headbands are to only be worn as headbands to hold your hair back. Cell phones should be off and out of sight. Please continue to look at the documentation for consequences if the rules are not followed in reference to dress code and electronic devices. Several of our students have received laptops provided to them so that they can work academically on My School. The document that you're reviewing now is a digital citizenship policy. This tells you the ins and outs, the do's and the don'ts of being able to work safely and smart while you are on the internet doing your My School. We expect you to respect oneself, respect others, protect oneself and others, respect intellectual properties, and protects intellectual properties. What that basically means is as you're in your classes online, in Edgenuity or My School, you should act appropriately. Use the internet as a resource for information for technology. You should be digitally responsible and making sure that you are not on any inappropriate websites while you are on school property. You should consider the information and the importance of what you are posting and replying to online. You should refrain from using these technologies to bully, tease, or harass other people. You should make sure that you're protecting yourself and others by reporting any abuse that you see that may be inappropriate in any material or communications digitally. Personal property restrictions at school. Any personal property should not cause a disruption on school or the bus. Radios, MP3 players, CDs, cards, gums, candy, toys, all of those things are not allowed at school. If you are going to use your cell phone as a musical device while you're on the bus, please be courteous of others and provide yourself with earbuds so that others can have a peaceful ride home. Students are permitted to have one cell phone on campus, but are not permitted to have them or use them during the school day or on buses unless the teacher or bus driver has specifically asked the students for an academic purpose. For example, calculators. Cell phones at all times must not be visible and must be put away. The following slides make reference to attendance and tardy policy. As stated in a previous slide, please make sure that your children are at school. Even if your child has chosen the My School option, checking in with attendance is imperative. If your child is tardy from school, signing out early, or will be absent from school or a class, a note needs to be emailed in or sent in by your child. Behavior and student conduct. Students at DCEC, we offer so many opportunities to attend class and move about in the atmosphere safely. Those individuals who are unwilling to cooperate with the basic rules of appropriate behavior will be dealt with a consistent and appropriate manner outlined in our school's policy and code of conduct. We do have closed circuit monitoring of our campus grounds, our buildings, our entrances, exits, and corridors. There's also closed circuit monitoring hallways, cafeterias, and classrooms, as this provides us a greater increase for safety, orderly, and positive learning for all. The campus is monitored 24 hours a day, and any tampering with safety equipment is a serious offense that result in serious consequences, such as a charge of repair, report to law enforcement, and or suspension or expulsion. Very important, St. Lucie County Schools conduct Students Code of Conduct allows for alternative education schools to conduct neutral administrative searches for the purpose of maintaining order and safety with reasonable suspicion. A such routine administrative search will be conducted in an even-handed, neutral manner and may consist of all or a portion of the students, including their possessions. There are programs, 6 programs, that are offered at DCEC designed to uniquely meet the needs of all of our students. We have the Phoenix Academy, which is grades 6 through 12. We have Hope, having only positive expectations. And the whole purpose of our Hope House is to provide educational, behavioral, social, and emotional support for students with disabilities in the most restrictive environment in St. Lucie County. This year, we have started the Digital Learning Academy, designed for students who excel in the virtual learning arena. We also have MAP, Multi-Age Accelerated PACE program. The purpose is to work with students who are 1 or more years overaged, behind in their graduation cohort, to complete all missing classes and to build skills so that these students can graduate on time. Currently, we have a 7-8 program and an 8-9 program within our MAP. Pride, Positive Reinforcing, Inspiring, and Determined Elementary program is created to have a learning environment where students learn self esteem, dignity, honor, self respect, and self worth. And we also have our My School program. Students who will return to their own school and attend live classes online daily and follow a normal schedule. This option allows students to continue to virtually learn the same curriculum with their same teacher as the other students and peers who are remained at the current school live. The following slides will get will have you have a chance to meet the faculty and staff of some of our programs here at Del Cassens. So please feel free to continue to scroll through the slides. Welcome to the 2020-2021 school year.